Okay, what's up? What a wonderful day to live in the present moment. What I want to talk about today is an essay rather that I read from a book called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest. I I got this book like some few months ago, and I would have finished it by now, like usually. Well, from the title of the book, it says 101 essays, and the way I've gone about consuming it is I read an essay or two or more sometimes until I reach maybe something that resonates with me. You get like aha, and I ponder about that for a while up until whichever day I pick it up again and read another essay. So today I read one of the numerous essays out of 101, and this one I just feel like I just want to share it. It gave me that aha too again. So this essay is titled um, "Why Does a Soul Want a Body?" Now I'm going to read from it and starting now. Yesterday, I took a shortcut while walking home and ended up crossing through a small graveyard in the back of a city church. I stopped and I looked at the names and the dates and the veterans and the 3-year-olds and loving wives and fathers and sisters and husbands, the immortalized bits of what their lives were summed up to be. And I thought to myself, why would a soul want a body? What can a body do that a soul can't? Why would it want an impermanent, gross, heavy, hurting thing? I was standing in front of a husband and wife that died in the late 1800s. I looked at their final resting places, a few inches away from one another, and realized a soul can't touch. Assuming the idea that a soul is an energy field, that our spirits do indeed exceed the speck of life our bodies provide in the span of infinity. A soul can't touch. It can't see the light. It is the light. It doesn't know the need for human skin. It can't run its fingers over someone else's hand and neck and back, and it can't feel crippling desire and ecstatic passion. Those are symptoms of a madness we call love. But it's human love. It's often shallow and wild and manic and the equivalent of smoking crack cocaine. It melts it melts into an appreciation of something deeper, or it burns brightly and then it goes out. Souls can't experience a beginning or an end, nor an array and spectrum of emotions. They can't be surprised because they were never confused or unknowing. They don't know physical, emotional warmth or what it's like to hold and kiss a new baby on the forehead or the dew to get in your chest when you smell the person you love. Your soul can't feel the cadence of reading your favorite book or the sensation when your mind puts someone else's story into your life, or how your fingers flip through the broken binding for the trillionth time, and how lovely that book smell is, especially when it's your favorite one. It doesn't know that crisp and comforting coolness of fall or the heat of the sun on your back in the summer. It doesn't know that deep feeling you get when you spread your fingers out and run your hand through water. It can't wear your favorite t-shirt or eat cookie dough or sweat or breathe or cry or dance. It doesn't know the lifetime comfort of your mother or your lover wrapping their arm around you matter of factly. Your body is responsible for the most amazing part of anything, physically finding or creating. Once we have something, we don't want it anymore. What we really want is to make and fight and become. The soul doesn't have to pay the bills or go food shopping or cook dinner or schedule a checkup or do the dishes or make plans for Friday to keep up with a relationship. It doesn't have to take hot baths to relax or organize the house or run errands or take walks to think. A body can learn. A body can feel the magic of realization. It can peace the pieces together and understand. It can get lost so it can be found. It can suffer so it can heal. What if the series of root tasks we want our lives to be better than aren't better than us at all? What if they are what we are scheduled to do? What if there is no greater meaning than just simply doing them? What if we feel in those little moments we want to escape and place in the context of a greater meaning is the meaning itself? If healing is just acknowledging pain, then maybe living is just acknowledging life. There are so many anxieties and frustrations and terrible things that cease instantly when we just say them out loud. The point of learning to grieve and mourn and be present is only so we can just be aware. Recognition is your remedy. It's the only thing we are really supposed to do. And the real suffering, the inescapable kind, comes from avoiding what's in front of us. It follows and haunts us until we acknowledge it and are okay with it, even if it doesn't make us happy, even if we are anything but. The soul wants a body so it can experience things, and that body will fight itself until it makes itself aware, until it does what it was programmed to do, until it takes what it needs to take and feels what it wants to feel, no matter how dark that seems. We are not supposed to be better than our humanness. Doing so is overlooking the point of the body in the first place. We can choose happiness, but we choose the full spectrum of experience instead. Maybe instead of believing things are linear and the road only goes upward and toward happiness, we allow ourselves what we choose. We pay bills and do dishes and cook dinner and wonder why. Maybe there's no point to feeling other than to feel it. Maybe it just persists because we pretend there is. And that's the end of it. So from reading that, it just made me to just like as I was pondering, I was just like thinking like, so if the point of life, you understand, is the fact that we get to experience and feel, you understand, in the essence of like, let's for an example, let's take a thought experiment, you get, and we look at this physical reality, this external reality where you can experience me and I, you, as I'm looking at myself as I'm recording this video, and we call this physical experience that we interpret through our five senses. You understand? In this 3D um like way of length, breadth, height, and whatnot. We we call it like is a simulation. You understand? And your mind is like the gamepad that you use towards controlling whatever you want to experience in context of how you choose to experience what you want to experience, how it affects you, how you react towards that. And then your consciousness is like the program, you get the program that directs the mind on how it wants to experience this like this paradigm, this simulation. You understand? And then the way we are able to discern between what we want and what we do not want, or what we desire, what is within our control, is awareness and intent. You get, just like when I'm playing like FIFA, and maybe you're playing a game and you feel frustrated and you're like, this I'm not feeling too good and I don't want to do this anymore, stuff like that. I decide to stop, get that kind of a thing. It was an awareness of frustration, and I was like, I don't want to engage with this thing anymore, and I'd rather just let go of it. You understand? And do something else. Or maybe I can see it through and not put my like my the me a moment right here. Like I did not put the like my expectation on actually winning, but rather on just experiencing and enjoying the game for what it is. You understand? I think that's what it has even become for me. Like recently, I just play it and just enjoy it, win, lose or draw. It just makes sense. like like as I've said before in my earlier video, I watch football. I'm a Manchester United fan, and recently we've been playing. we've had like ups and downs, you understand? And usually I used to be like, what usually used to make people that support other clubs that get relegated, you get like what is the essence of their zeal for supporting a club, you understand, that maybe they've never watched them even win a trophy or something before. And it is true, I think it is true, like for me, because I started watching Man U like in 2006 and stuff like that. That's why I became a Man U fan. And then, but it is true, like I've experienced when we won, and I'm experiencing when we've not won, and it has made me to appreciate the times where we did win, and like these times where we are not now winning as much, like in terms of trophies and like the big ones and stuff like that. It is like it, it makes me to like, because why do I still watch the games then and stuff like that? It makes me to just, it's just like the community. That's what I'll just say. You understand? Something that you can, oh, you can experience this high or low with multitudes of people all over the world, and we are connected by this like activity, you understand, which in a sense is now like is more than just a game then, you understand. And in that kind of a way, that's how life is too. Look at all of us in at this moment now, you understand, we are experiencing what millions and countless more that we've never heard of before have experienced before, and now it's our turn, because of at the end we'll still die and we'll be dead for much longer than we're alive. So why not enjoy the moment, the process, you understand, and be aware that you can like approach it as like a game and not take it too seriously, you understand, not take it too seriously, not become too immersed into it to the extent that you forget yourself and who you are, you get. And that's just what I just have to say. So give yourself and have a wonderful day ahead, whichever time or period you do view this video. Came out for.